I'm Connie.
Mary.
I'm Adam.
The other things is orientation is weekly. Accelerate orientation or accelerate training is always weekly as well. So the flexibility of starting sooner than later is available.
Yeah. Basically, Adam, you want to step in here?
Absolutely. So we do run our orientation or accelerate training programs weekly. It starts every Monday. So basically, once a job offer is accepted and things are going in the right direction, we work with the driver to try and figure out what the best day to start to bring you in would be, and then we get you on the calendar and get you in here.
Yeah, every week. I mean, basically, if you're a driver with less than 6 months experience, we do classes every week that are Monday to Friday.
Yep.
If you're a driver with over 6 months experience, every week we do road testing on Tuesday and Wednesday's the class. So it's kind of a day and a half and you'll be able to leave with the truck on Thursday. So it's kind of a day and a half orientation for experienced drivers and 1 full week of orientation every week for Accelerate or fresh grads, those with less than 6 months experience. But we do them every single week. So there's a lot of opportunities to slide you into a class.
In addition, I think we should touch on Accelerate and or anybody with that less experience or even out of the truck for a while. We have on-the-job training and refresher courses as well. So just so the Accelerate, you're not just in a week, and I think maybe you want to allude to that a little bit more as far as how that works.
Yeah, so for Accelerate, first week you're in the classroom here at our corporate office up in Green Bay, followed by 2 weeks of on-the-job training with one of our driver trainers.
Wherever you're located, we try to align that with the job they're going into and where we have the driver trainers.
Yeah, so typically we do ask that you prepare to be away from home for about 3 weeks there, even though we are going to get you as close of a trainer as possible to where you are located. And another cool thing about our training and how that works is it is a one-on-one experience with you and the driver trainer. It's not team driving. For example, your trainer's not sleeping or sitting in the back while you are doing your driving. He or she is sitting right there next to you. You're both doing the work and just learning more as you go.
And to come off of that just really quick, because the one thing I do remind certain Accelerate students, which I've seen our training department do, is if somebody goes through that Accelerate process and on-the-job training, and there's just a little bit more tweaking or something else that driver needs assistance with, we will offer additional training as needed as well.
If you're going to be in the Accelerate orientation, we really plan, as Adam alluded, for you being away from home for 3 weeks. There's a chance you could be home before that, but you have to sort of be prepared to be gone. So we do ask you to bring 1 week's worth of clothing. That's kind of up to you. We don't have a specific dress code, but we'll give some suggestions there. We do like you to have a pair of steel-toed boots or shoes. If you don't own a pair, we do give you a reimbursement annually for steel-toed boots. But we'll also have some basic things like your driver's license, your social security card, your Fed Med card, general health and hygiene things like shampoo, toiletries, a jacket, because we are
in Wisconsin.
We are in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I mean, it is warm today, but if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, it'll change. But we do give you a checklist. The hotel we use has laundry services, so that's why we say 1 week of clothing is all you really need to save on some, baggage. Also a sleeping bag and a pillow, because when you are in the truck with the driver trainer, you'll be spending some time in there as you're learning, unless you are a female driver. If you're a female driver who needs a trainer, if you are with a male trainer, we do not put you in the truck with them overnight. So we'll provide hotel services. Okay, so in case you're wondering about that.
Mm-hmm.
We are reaching out, if not daily, as much as we possibly can. Even Thursdays when we send out our welcome email with the travel information, we are getting right on top of that, making sure any questions that they have are answered.
As far as the process goes, once you've completed your 3-week Accelerate program and you're ready to be in a truck on your own, we will actually be lining you up with your driver manager for your fleet. and they will coordinate you getting to the semi that you're getting assigned to, okay? So once you're done with your trainer, you're gonna have a truck that's yours. So we'll coordinate where that truck will be and getting you there. It might be a rental car to get there, you might be close enough that you can drive your personal vehicle, and sometimes we'll fly you. But we will get all those arrangements to you when you're done with your trainer. Basically, your last 3 weeks, you're gonna get a little road test to make sure you're comfortable. At that point, once we know you're in a good place to be on your own, that's when all those things will connect. That you'll know where to go to get that semi, and then what your dispatch will be for your first load, okay? So it'll actually be sent right to our tablet. So when you're in class, you'll be getting an ID, a login, and you'll be getting a lot of practice with the driver trainer using your login. So you'll be able to log in and see that dispatch waiting there for you. And then you'll have your driver manager that you'll have already been working with, over those couple weeks with the trainer. But we'll be there to kind of, hold your hands through that first, few trips for sure while you're getting used to everything on your own.
Right. We specifically actually go into the classroom, if it's the Accelerate team, and introduce yourself the day that they're there, as well as if it's somebody who's experienced when they're coming in for orientation on that Wednesday. We specifically, as recruiters, are expected to go in and introduce them if we can meet them face to face, or if it's on camera, because they might be in a different location for that orientation at that time as well.
Yeah, we basically, as a team, as a recruiting team, our goal is 20 drivers a week, in the door for orientation. We do one that's just for the students and one that's for experienced drivers. So these aren't overwhelmingly huge. And we really are aware of sort of that social distancing and giving everybody enough room to be around. So if I were to put an average to it, I would say it's, realistically usually in one class, no more than 12 on average per class. So one-on-one attention then, with the...
Yeah, and our trainers rotate. Like they split, because now we have Mike. Now that I think about it, he was also a driver for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, our orientation is sort of a combination of in-person staff that you get to meet, and then there's also some that's virtual, because we actually do orientation classes every week, and they're not all right here in Green Bay, okay? We've got terminals in Ohio, in Florida, in Oklahoma, so you don't have to come to Green Bay for, for every single job.
Except for
Accelerate. Yeah. Yeah. If you're an experienced driver and you live in Florida, we're going to put you in an orientation in Florida. If you're an experienced driver in Ohio, you're probably going to come to our Ohio office. So you don't always have to come up here, although we love having people up here, but you won't have to do that all the time.